What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. Just one more day to go before the weekend. Hopefully, y'all are having an awesome time today. We're almost done with June, so I wanted to go, hey, what's been the best stuff of 2025 so far? I feel like a lot of the choices I'm going to have for this first half are going to end up in the back half of the year too, because it's been a really strong year of figures that have already come out, and we know there's a bunch of stuff coming on that back end is going to be pretty cool too. So we'll break all those down really soon. But first, as always, I need to start off thanking the Lyles Figure Files VIP members: MOC Turtle, Tom Finn, 2018, Jay Woods, Ryan Daly, Henry G, James Green, Nathan William, Robert Hayes, Lefty Two Lions, BK, Blake Tarpley, Retro Robo, John Morrissey, Lawson Wallace, David Thanos, Pixelated Poses, and DJ No Good. What's up, everybody? And I keep feeling like maybe I did like an old man thing and I went for my wrong one. So let me just check here because I feel like there's someone else in the mix that I need to make sure to give a shout out to when I'm going, what's up to the VIP members? Oh, yeah, our guy Vince. Vince, thank you as well for signing up, being a super supporter. I'll make sure to have your name actually in there next week. Apologies. And yeah, it's been a crazy week because just so much has happened. And of course, there's something I'm going to talk about that has me just a little bit upset. We'll get to it in a second, though. And I also want to make sure to thank the Lyles Figure Files super supporters. That's Kwame Taylor, John Morrissey, Lawson Wallace, and of course, Robert Hayes. So now that we've done all that good stuff, let's just jump into this really fast because I'm preparing everything, making sure I got all my notes together, got all my images straight, and see this pop up in the text threads, and it's like, what the heck? So Ryan Ting, one of the members of the Marvel Legends team, posted this on his Instagram. Then again, that's the hero gig, right? Part of the journey is the end. What am I even tripping for? Everything's gonna work out exactly the way it's supposed to. I love you, 3000. After a legendary run, June 2013 to June 2025, my time at Hasbro abruptly and unceremoniously came to an end after my position was eliminated. These are challenging times for the world at large, especially the toy industry. While sorting through a range of emotions, I'm choosing to focus on the positives. Few people are fortunate enough to live out their dreams, and that's what I did for almost 10 years on Marvel Legends, alongside a talented and passionate team who I'm proud to call my friends. Let me slide down here. During my 12-year career at Hasbro, I've grown up professionally and personally. We have two amazing kids now and are teaching them the importance of hard work and effort. The Hasbro chapter of my life is concluded, and I have no regrets. I gave it my best, my everything, my blood, sweat, and tears. Used box cutters and hot glue guns with caution. In turn, I was rewarded with many unbelievable experiences and unforgettable memories. I will still be going to San Diego Comic-Con this year as a panelist. That's awesome. With some of my favorite people. The best part about Comic-Con is connecting with friends and experiencing excitement and joy together as a collector community. I look forward to seeing you there and talking about what I have, and will always love wherever life takes me. Toys. So I just wanted to a weird way to start off, but I know sometimes we get so caught up. I can't believe they botched this. They chose the wrong costume. This character's way out of scale. And oh man, when will they ever complete this team? But just a reminder, these people work. And, I know all of us would be like, oh man, this seems like an easy dream job. But of course, when there's some bean counter going, oh yeah, we can still give the higher ups a raise if we get rid of these 8 positions. We've got to cut this workforce because somebody promised we're going to make all this profit. And so definitely want to take a moment just to thank Ryan for all the hard work he's done on Marvel Legends. I've enjoyed watching the live streams, especially the year-end ones when they go over their draft, picking their favorite choices. It's going to be really weird the second half of this year watching Marvel Legends live streams. That is a tongue twister without seeing them. So hopefully we'll see Ryan again in these action figure aisles online, on social media, whatever. And hopefully he won't be out of work too long because, you always seem like a really decent guy, and you hate to see anybody get laid off because other people's incompetence who are always higher up making these terrible decisions. So good luck, Ryan. Hope for all the best for you. And yeah, now back to our regular scheduled show. I didn't want to, just move on and brush off and act like it didn't happen because, I feel like a lot of us have been into Marvel Legends. Part of the reason we're here is Marvel Legends sucked us in, maybe even from the start, certainly during the time that Hasbro's had the license. I really rekindled my love and interest. You can't see it, of course, because my camera's set up a different way. But I've got those Marvel Universe figures, and that was my Marvel fix for a long time while Hasbro was figuring out what the heck they were doing with 6-inch Marvel Legends. So it's really cool to have this massive collection of Marvel Legend figures, and Ryan was one of those guys responsible for making that all happen. So let's say what's up with everybody here in the chat here. Going all the way because a lot of stuff. Appreciate that. What's up, Snake Eyes? And Jalen, I'm starring that one because that's a really good one. What's up, Jalen Parks? What's up, Blake Tarpley? Lawson Wallace. Have there been any action figures so far this year? Check's big statement. Oh yes. So many. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying week 1 of my 2-week break, and I have done what I think is a pretty decent, carving down the figures to review to shoot list. And then I look over here and I'm like, what did you do exactly? And some of that is because I went to Target today. Target's got a bunch of stuff on clearance, and the pile is, wait, can't quite see. It's about here. Yeah, it's about that far. That's very scientific, but that's as far as the pile of stuff. I will show you what I picked up this week and today. This is a little bit crazy, but there's been a ton of stuff that'll come out so far already. All right, Lawson, I'm saving that one. Blake, I'm saving yours. Jamlin needs dinner ideas. What are you guys having? I don't know. We have this new spot by us. So this is kind of for lunch because it was way too early to be dinner. And it's like a soul food Chipotle. That's the best way to describe it. And they have cornbread croutons and they have shrimp, kale, yellow rice. It's really good. It's called Spice Black. I highly recommend it. And that was lunch. So I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. Typically on Fridays, I get pizza. Let's see if I do that. Also, for those of you interested, let me know in the comments. Those of you who are willing to do something a little bit different. Over on Movie Files, we're talking after we wrap the show. It's been too long since we've done a watch along. We're thinking shaking things up a bit and doing a Sunday evening watch along, like around 7 o'clock. And thinking about doing Superman Quest for Peace. So let me know in the comments if you all will be down for a Sunday watch along. And Blake, Jamlin, what are your options for dinner? And Blake, I'm starring yours. And Lawson, I'll save yours too. Let's see. Best rapper of all time, Blondie. maybe not her. James Green, what's going on? What's up, good people of Lost Figure Files? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, James? How are you tonight, man? Yeah, sometimes if the pizza is just not coming through properly, it can be really disappointing. One time I ordered from Papa John's, who's not a sponsor, so I can talk about them. I ordered a bacon and pepperoni pizza, and the bacon, they just found all the fatty parts. Like they literally took away all the meat and just put the fat on there. Like, what in the world is this? Yeah, sure, it's technically bacon, but it's not. So I was pretty disappointed about that one. King Galactor, what's up? The king is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up with you? David Thanos is here. What's up? What's up with you? Love that shirt. Thank you. I'm very disappointed shirt wise because I spent way too long last night because I'm like doing all my research, getting my pictures together, lining my wish list up for my X Factor Part 2 video. It's probably not going to come out tomorrow. Hopefully, if I spin things right, by the end of the day, Sunday, it'll be up and ready to go. But I was trying to find an X Factor old school, classic, original 5 X-Men, rocking X shirts and outfits. No X Factor t-shirts to be found. So I was pretty disappointed about that. I gotta find an X Factor one. Oh yeah, David Thanos, you got one that I need to rock on there too on the list. I was trying to think of some WWE stuff. Jamlin, that is a cool shirt. Thank you. It is definitely one of my favorites. I love that old school look to it, and it takes up the whole shirt. Like sometimes they're a little small image, but this one I really dig. G Brew. What's up, fellow humans? I am absolutely also a fellow human. I do sure enjoy human activities, fellow humans. Nice. Belay, what's up, Jeff? Hope you're having a good night. It's pretty good, man. I gotta confess, I am woefully behind on finishing up my DC comic book reviews. I still have Justice League Unlimited, Absolute Wonder Woman, and Mr. Terrific Year One to do, but I've done Superman, Green Arrow, Green Lantern. The Green books have been really good. There's a new creative team on Green Arrow, and I'm really digging what they're doing so far. It's been a nice take on Green Arrow. It kind of makes sense, especially right now. And Green Lantern is just a really fun book. Jeremy Adams, huge fan. You guys know I love basically everything he does. And this run on Green Lantern has been spectacular. He and Zerminico are killing it. If you haven't read that one, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And Void Rivals dropped this week from the Energon universe. And Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora just announced that they're going to be doing Transformers after Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona step aside with issue 24. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I think there was some thought of like, yeah, Kirkman's going to be the writer because why wouldn't he be? He's basically writing Transformers over in Void Rivals. So that's exciting. And I'm thinking it was an art chat thread over on Instagram that there's a lot of speculation we're gonna get an animated Energon universe. And if you're wherever you are when that gets official and you hear a loud screaming or woo or a stinger, ow, that's me because I will be the absolute most excited about that because the Energon universe has been great. If we get a cartoon anywhere near the quality of Invincible, it's going to be one of the all-time best deals. You can lock it up. Wait, I even have one right here. Lock it up. It's going to be one of the absolute best cartoons we've ever seen. How about that for impromptu props being at the ready? Hopefully you're having a good night too, Blake. David Thanos, the good thing. We say Vince's name here. Anthony Rogers, what's up, man? How are you? Maurice, Philip, what's up, my friend? Good time zone to you as well. Lawson, some other toy company is going to want to snatch Ryan Ting up. His experience will be valuable. Absolutely. I mean, he's been on one of the top brands for over a decade. Like that is absolutely invaluable. And I mean, just name a company who could use his services, all of them. And yeah, I really hope he lands on his feet soon because yeah, it's what David Thanos says, position terminated is so weak. And I've been in that position several times. It sucks. And you know, it's like, hey, you've been doing a great job, but we gotta phase you out because money is needed for other people. It's really lame. So yeah. X, good to see you're gonna give it to us. What's good, ladies and gents? It's always good to see you, Jeffrey. It's always good to have you on here. Welcome aboard. Glad to see you again. King Elector, you know, we don't know who else fired. I'm going to assume Ryan was not the only one. So maybe over the next few weeks, days, we'll see a few more familiar names and faces that we're used to watching on these live streams. Hopefully, it's no more. But you know, with these things, it's always some people feel comfortable going out there and putting out, yeah, I got laid off. And they take the approach like Ryan, where you know, I could be mad, I could rail and curse at the skies, but in the end, like Benjamin Button says, I have to let go. And so we'll see. Hopefully, it's not too many more people affected by this latest round of layoffs. Lawson, Jeffrey, I didn't give you a proper hello. Sorry, man. I've been looking forward to this chat all week, like I always do. What's up, man? It should be fun. Blake making a steak and a pizza. Oh, this is the one deal. This is the one meal for the day. Man, a steak and a pizza though. You gotta send a photo. I want to see how that turns out. James Green, you're down with the Sunday watch along. Awesome. Yeah, I feel like that'll be fun. Fleecy, what's up, Fleecy's World? What's up, Jeff? What's up, Figure Files crew? Finally on summer break. So, was your summer break from work? Or are you still a student, Fleecy? Because man, the summer break was so needed. Tom Finn, man, just telling Chris Cox I was frustrated at Psylocke and Shauna not being offered a single card of figures. Wasn't trying to get anyone fired. Man, Chris Cox, boy. Dark Knight 297, what up, Jeff and the Figure Files party people? What's up, Dark Knight? How are you? Lawson. Sunday evening watch along. I can tell you I'm down for that. It'll be like when I was a kid watching the Wonderful World of Disney. Yes, I remember those too. After Wild Kingdom was what we loved. Man, way to take me back. I hadn't thought about that in forever. And that was long before they had so many movies cranking out on the regular like they do now. Man, that's wild. Memory lane. Lunatic Reason. Hey, Jeff, how it goes? Pretty solid. How are you tonight? KJ Smith, Domino's just did the bacon fat thing to me yesterday. It's so lame. I put Papa John's on like a month long. You're on timeout, and I went to all these different other pizza places. Papa John's is one of those spots where they do it right, it's good, but if they don't, it's like why? Why did I make this poor choice? Now the best pizza spot by me is comfortably with Beltway traffic an hour away, but it's always worth it. Then I have one that's maybe like a half hour away, and it's normally good, but they keep raising the prices. And I'm like, the pizza's not gotten any wider. There's not more toppings being placed on here. What's happening? Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox of pizza right now because I'm starting to get hungry too. Lawson, Jeffrey, you can never go wrong with a Black Panther shirt with me. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I need to get some more team shirts. And I've got my Fantastic Four one all set, but I kind of feel like I need another one or two because movie hype is about to hit. And always down to get more vendor stuff. I need to go to a Comic Con so I can go to the t-shirt vendors and pick up some more original shirts. That's something I need to do. And I think Baltimore is coming up really soon. So we'll see. X, I'm at my daughter's Girl Scout event at the drive-in. Nice. Popcorn is on the menu. What is playing at the drive-in? I love those. We had one, or we have one. That one's about 70 minutes out, but it's so worth it. They were playing Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon. And I was like, this is perfect. I can go see these movies at the drive-in. Now they shifted over to some other stuff that I'm just not as interested in. I was like, oh man, that was a perfect double feature to go to the drive-in for. So the shirts hung in the closet. Yes, they're not folded in a drawer. Yeah, that's like most of my shirts, especially now that I don't have to go into an office. Yeah, like the dress shirts are like shrinking. Those are the ones that need to get folded and put in a chest, not even in a drawer. Blake, I'm on Crisis on Infinite Earths number 3. So far, I liking it very much. Crisis is so good, and I won't spoil anything if you haven't already been spoiled. I know that movie, the Warner Brothers animation one, did not spoil anything because there's nothing like that great story. But as I read it, I really started caring about some characters who, I was familiar with, dug them just fine. But man, some of those characters, just Marv Wolfman really does an excellent job of making you invest in these characters over the course of Crisis. And it's such a great one. And I really wish Warner Brothers Animation had done justice to Crisis because it would have been the absolute best cartoon movie they've done, especially since they had 3 movies to tell the full story. I'm still so upset about that. It was really lame. Like they could have done so much more. King Collector, I saw an old school Brown Hornet t-shirt. That's a must have. You might want to check for that one too. Where did you see it, by the way? Anthony, I'm starring yours so I can go back to it later. But I agree. You have a lot of good choices on there. Michael Solis, it's Figure Files time. Yeah, it is. We're here doing the thing. David Thanos, I hate when they do. So this is a thing. That's the first time this ever happened. And I was heated because I was really hungry. Well, I'd rather get grilled chicken or meatball on my pie. Meatball, interesting. Grilled chicken's not bad. I've had that before on there. Boris Mortis. Hello, Jeff. How's it going? Awesome. It's a nice Thursday. Unlike yesterday when I was shrouded in darkness, my lighting is crisp and clean today. You can actually see me. So that's always a good thing. And as you can see, the Justice Society shelf is coming along. Alan Scott took a little tumble, and I just have not had the time to get over there. Speaking of tumbles, oh man, this time of year though, it is the worst for an action figure collector because it seems like every day I am hearing it's like, oh, what fell now? I have a bunch of Black Series figures, 2 sections of them fell. And I was like, I'm going to get to those after the show tonight. But yesterday, my Marvel Legends, this is the scene here. I came in and it's just like all this stuff. It was like, what is happening? Why? And it's always this thing of like, which one of you fell and knocked everybody else over? But it's the heat has been real. It's been 99, 199 the last 3 days. It's been a scorcher. And you know, when it says 100 degrees, then I look on it. What does it feel like? It's like 110. It's like, this is insane. It's just June. What is July and August going to be like? Whew, it's going to be like the ninth circle or something. It's going to be brutal. But fortunately, the AC is working. Where is some wood? Oh, no, nothing to knock. But hopefully it'll stay on this year and no problems there. Lion with glasses. What's up? Hey, how are you? I was checking to see if the avatar actually had glasses on the lion. Nice. How are you? Oh, David Thanos. How great would it be if Mattel picks him up to spearhead DC? There you go. I mean, I'm curious who's working over at Mattel because we don't normally see those faces, but that would be awesome for them to get him and you know and maybe he doesn't take it personal, but maybe he's got a little. I got to make sure these figures are the best ever, but that would be kind of interesting. Like when Magic went back to WWE and Mattel to do the WWE figures after whatever's going on with Jazzwares and their AEW figures. What? Gee, bro, if you punch in Marvel X Factor shirt on eBay, that's where it needed to go. They're OG X Factor shirts with all 5 members, always key. Sinister and Goblin Queen from Inferno, and some from Mirror Island Saga. Not the vintage shirts. They're money. I'm glad to know that. Thank you, because I was just like, this is terrible. I need some X Factor original crew shirts. Northern Nomad, sub suckers. Brian P. Someone suggested Ryan should go to Jada. I wonder how big their staff is. But yeah, there's no place where Ryan wouldn't be a benefit to them. So yeah, I mean any place could work. Lionel Glasses, Jade is absolutely my current favorite. They're pretty high up there for me. I finally unboxed my guy DJ, and this was so much fun. This guy was so much fun to pose and to do all the cool stuff with. I was like, this is such a fun figure. And what I really dug with him was just being able to like, hey, I can do this one too. I can pull this pose off as well. Now some of these you're gonna see some cheat assist with a little Photoshop magic, but I was like, what else can I do? Can I pull this move off? And yeah, I mean the slide, that was one of my moves and was like, all right, I need to get some space. Let me get the slide in. Slide to the left and crisscross. Couldn't quite do the full-on machine gun upper the way I wanted to without some real digital help, but you get the gist. And able to hit this, one of my favorite moves. Oh, right. And let's see here. As usual, we've got the cool effect piece. And you can go both ways with that. You can have it horizontal or vertical. Let's get Dawson out of here too. And let's see, last one, last two. little dive and punch down to Ken, and then bam, dive and kick on the Chun-Li. These figures are so much fun. And every time I open a Jada Toys figure, it's like, wow, this is awesome. I've got Blanca next up on the depth chart to do, and then finally going back and knocking out Guile and Cammy. Right? No, yeah, and Bison. So I've got four more. And I guess those are the current ones. I'll be all caught up with Jada Toys at that point. That's exciting. But yeah, those figures are amazing. So much fun. And I'm really hoping the rumors that they're going to show off Invincible figures at Comic Con is true, because that's a line I'm going to go all the way in, because having cool, easily posable Invincible figures from Jada, it's going to be where all my money's going to be going to. Yeah, you could end up at Mattel working on DC. That'd be kind of fun. Work. I'm an educator. Cheers to you. I hope you are really enjoying this summer break, because man, did it for a year. And I'm like, I don't know how you all do it. Jamlin. Oh, I didn't answer the question. Sunday night, I'm there. Awesome. Cool. We're gonna lock it up. We'll do the same. I get chicken and sausage on my piece with extra cheese. I found that you have to do that with Papa John's. Moses, Dan's a pretty cool dude. We follow each other on Twitter, and he's just like a regular dude. I just think he's just a chill, laid back guy. James Green. Hey, question crew. Do you guys pick up any third party figures? If you do, check out the National Defender figure. It's good. Is that the name or the company or any of that? Let me know. Where do I get my wonderful shirts? Mix. Kohl's, JC Penney's, Amazon, Comic Cons from different vendors. It's all over the place. Anthony, Jeff, I gotta ask, where do you get your floating shelves from behind you? Looking for some myself to better organize my collection. So you have to be really good at placing the shelves. So the ones I have here are from Five and Below. And I mean, they're Five and Below, but I mean, it could be like 15 bucks there. I don't love the way it's set up, because it's got, the little hook deal on there in the back, and you have to line it up just so. I don't necessarily feel like they're all lined up properly, which causes a little bit of lean forward with some of these guys here. And, and others have to lean back, shout out to Fat Joe. And so they'll be kind of funny back here. I wish I had a different one where I had them all connected. IKEA has a really good one where it's like a whole bunch of shelves, not this wide as this one, but it's one that's all connected, which I think would hang better, and you wouldn't have to worry about, oh no, I didn't align this just so, because I feel like I'm using my tools. I'm using my stud finder. I'm using my leveler, making sure it's lined up, and it's still not quite right. And then it doesn't quite fit as flush as I would like it against the wall. So as I start putting figures on there, it starts to get a little lean. I'm like, what are you doing? I think Target sells these too. So I might check out theirs and see if they work a little bit better. But I do think they help in just terms of like making the wall and your shelf space cool and better. So I run out mostly of space in my figure room, which is going to get really dicey come Monday, because I've got a 25-pound package coming from Hasbro Pulse. It's flying in. So Rattler, looking forward to it. And something else happening on Monday. So we'll see. Thank you, sir. How are you? Hank Day, Double J, Jeff Lyles, what's up? What's up, man? How are you? Snowcat is coming. I am so excited. Lunatic Raisin. Sad my collecting days are over, but still gonna come here to chat with you and fellow collectors. I mean, do you have to go with Hasbro Pulse? Because you can go with Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Target, Walmart, GameStop. I mean, they're the last. I mean, Hasbro Pulse is solid, but they're hardly the only way to get figures these days. What's up, bro? Shot? What's up with you? How to Train Your Dragon and Twisters. We're just staying for How to Train Your Dragon. Oh man. Or are you waiting for them to fall asleep and then you can stay there for Twisters X? Do you have mellow mushroom pizza up there in Maryland? No. Gosh, that sounds like something I would not try, but I'm assuming it's really good. King Elector says James Green, that National Defender Superman is one of the best I've seen in a while. Wonder how tall it is. Oh no, sir. No, that's I think that's Crisis on Two Earths. That one's great. That is absolutely excellent. But this one is called Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it is abysmal. As someone who loves Crisis, like just to a ridiculous level, what they did with that is awful because they get like 90 minutes and they've never done anything on that level. They've done two-part deals, and I thought that really benefited the Long Halloween adaptation. Was one of my favorites that they did. What else did they do? Man, I guess you could count the Superman, Death of Superman, Reign of the Superman as a two-parter. Um, those were good. I mean, they had to do some major changes to Reign of the Superman, but this Crisis one it's like they tried to tie together their universe. It didn't work. It wasn't necessary. And I feel like they were just like, ah, forget it. We're just gonna do a straight up adaptation because they've done basically, like that with Judas Contract, the Teen Titans one. Great. Superman Doomsday or Superman, the death of Superman, because there's Superman Doomsday. It's not good. They've done some others, the Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, solid. And Crime Syndicate versus Justice League, that was really great. And it wasn't based off of a particular comic book, but it was still really, really good. But yeah, that one's good. The other one's just not great. Hank Dave, I'm in Arizona. Sunday was insane. 105. Now, does your 105, is that what it feels like? Because we're getting like 10 extra degrees of humidity just coming on in. Like, hey, I've got some sweat and some humidity for you, player. Not great. But is yours that dry heat where it's just 105? Brian P. Your Marvel Legends falling is just Thanos breaking into your place and snapping the Infinity Gauntlet. Coincidentally, he was one of the few on that shelf that did not fall. You might be onto something. Lawson, Marvel Legends should come with basic standard. If Boss Fight Studio, Jada, and McFarlane can do it, Hasbro can dang sure do it. I have to say that those McFarlane stands are really, really great. I mean, they're, kind of like, yeah, all it came with was just the bogus circle stand, but it's solid. And most of the time, we put the figures on them, they hold up. And I find myself using them for my action shots of Street Fighter, Marvel Legends, all these other lines. And I mean, I don't feel like most of the time my DC figures will stand up just fine in my photo booth, but those stands are great. Um, I don't mind. I don't since it was so close by. I kind of like these. These are really helpful because they're small and they don't take up a lot of shelf space. One of the things when you start incorporating too many stands in the display, they start taking up more shelf space and more real estate than I really want. I want a small stand footprint on the shelf. And if y'all are interested, I have a link to those on Amazon too. But I like those, and I wouldn't mind getting stands with every figure like you. Andre Montalongo, what's up, man? OMG. I thought it was only my toys that fell over during these heat waves. Every time things heat up, figures fall. Yeah, man, it is. I was so I looked over at my Star Wars display and was like, gosh, why are so many figures on the floor? That's why I can't have hardwood floors in my collection room because it's like they would shatter and break. I've had a figure break even though it fell on carpet one time. But yeah, it's just and with some of the Marvel Legends, especially the female figures with their really teeny tiny legs anyway, the joints just buckle. And I've got a fan, I've got a ceiling fan, I've got another fan in there. It's like, man, can you get this thing any cooler? Because they just fall over too often. King Elector. Amazon has a Brown Hornet t-shirt. Thank you. Want to check it out. G-Brew. 95 and humid. It's 102 and humid up here in Northeast Ohio. I work in factory. No AC. Not allowed to wear shorts. Your place doesn't sound fun. R. Hewlin, what's up, man? Jeff, finally made it back to a stream. I work overnight, so I'm always waking up just in time to miss it. Found a new hidden, for now, spot to collect figures. They even have random indie wrestling. That's pretty cool. Don't say it because there are millions of people watching this live stream right now. Cool, man. How what's the prices on them? Are they reasonable? Or are they like, why are you charging so much for these figures? David Thanos. Oh man, my MC Marvel Legends took a dive too. I was about to blame the Winter Soldier. I just got when I looked around, it was a doctor. How strange. He's never fallen. See what I did there? Oh, I was right there the whole time with you. Yeah, I mean, I really think when I'm looking at these figures and where they're weak, it's always the knees and the ankles. And it's always like as soon as I get them, I need to just get that Kiki's joint and just go to every and all of my weak ankled figures and just spend an hour or two tightening them up because this is, I mean, it's just June and July and August and probably September are going to be ridiculous. So I just need to get ready, brace myself, and get ready for the falls. Anthony, I watched the three-part Crisis on Infinite Earths DC animated film and maybe want to actually go read the story just to see the differences of comic versus the movie. What did you think after you read the book? Hank Day, McFarlane is killing with new releases. Troika Batman looks insane. Plus Merciless 2-pack. Awesome. Classic Nightwing. Might get the 80s Titans. Yeah, I would love that to be the case. David Thanos. I would love T-Hawk, Honda, and Balrog at San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, I mean yeah, I guess that's where we're at now, aren't we? We just need those guys. Because Vega, we got the pre-order for it. Wow. How crazy and wacky is it that a company is actually like, let's complete a lineup of figures? Wild. Brian, whoa, wait. Did you say Jada's doing invincible figures? That's the rumor. That's the word on these internet streets. Trying to bankrupt me. It's gonna be them. But yeah, I'm gonna be right there with you. We'll wash cars for figures. It's gonna be something. Lawson, catching up on Jada Street Fighter 2. Jeff got Blanca today. Nice. Vega on pre-order. Waiting on Dawson. Got Chun-Li, Fei Long, Ryu, Ken, Cammy, Guile already. Nice. What about Sagat? No Sagat. Sagat's a really fun figure. He's also right here. Nice and big. I'm put him up with DJ, who's also not short, so you can get a sense. Like they actually have him scaled up right. And that reminds me, I need to find that photo because we got a real contender coming though. That's what I'll need to do. Storm Collectibles is definitely gunning for people's wallets though with this Storm Arena line, and I'm very very excited about those figures because it looks like it's about to be real. And here it is. Great. There is in a new tab. There you go. So y'all can see these jokers are really going to bankrupt some folk who are in these fighting games. But check this out. This is a Storm Arena hero team, and they all look really good. Now, I'm not a hardcore King of Fighters fan, but man, I'm going to have to get invested in this line because these guys look really good. And if they're around that $30 price point, because I mean, the Storm Collectibles articulation is always really good. And you can see we got some nice height, weight distinction between all three. These look good. And the fact that we're seeing them already, they showed a picture of them. Now we see the figures. So it doesn't feel like a normal Storm Collectibles deal where it's like, yeah, eventually we'll get to these characters. They're cranking these figures out and showing 3 at a time. So that kind of makes me think that they're serious about actually doing this stuff now. And it's not just a whim. It's not just a, yeah, sure, we're going to show you all these licenses. They're actually getting stuff done. So this is pretty exciting. And I'm going to be getting all of them. The Darkstalkers they put out, I think it's Darkstalkers, Street Fighter. There's one more that I'm actually looking forward to. Maybe it's just King of Fighters, but those 3 are going to be more than enough to put my wallet on a chokehold for a while. Bob G, what's up, Bob? I hate when Farley Toys are releasing 3 figures the same day. Which ones are they releasing? National Defender's name. So okay. Thank you, Maurice. Appreciate that. Frank Miller scale Superman 112 scale. Okay, cool. Chaos, like the name. David, what's up, man? I am staying cool. I got the fan just right here. I'm like in a cool cone of cool air coming through. The fan is not really great for outside of that cone, but I'm right in it. So it works out just fine for me. How are you managing out there? Superboy Classic Wonder Woman in the 2-pack. Oh, that's right. What's that? July 1st? Yeah. Awesome. You guys missed out last night. I won 2 Superman movie figures on Loud's Movie Files live stream. Yeah, you did. What's up, Rick Cage? Mighty Melee Multiverse Mashup, Mr. Loud, starring Jada Toys. Greetings, fellow Loud's Figure Files fighters. What's up, man? How are you? David. I love Amazon. I get Prime and free shipping, and lots of stuff comes early. And a lot of times stuff does come early. Yeah, I had to get my Juggernaut because Hasbro Pulse was faking hard today. JMC, what up, Jeff and crew? What's up? How are you? Lunatic Reason says I could go to other stores, but I want Hasbro to have my money. Pretty much boycotting them. Just waiting for the figures I pre-ordered. All right. Oh, okay. You've already seen. I got you. Okay. Thank you, Lawson, because I was like, well, that's in North Carolina. Okay. Maybe when I head back down there, I'll check it out. You recommend? David, we're getting heat index of 105, which is impressive. The temperature's like 98, but the dang humidity will knock you on your ear. Yeah, because man, I've gone outside and seen like a wave, like a haze, and it's like that's not great. And it's gotten even hotter since then. Oh yeah, rubber plastic figures' legs are curling in the head, Jeffrey. They tumble for you. They'll tumble all the time for me. King Collector. Yeah, the McFarlane stands are perfect, but I always hear YouTubers talk like they're way. Nah, man, they're so good. They're useful, and it's too far away. The flight stand is even better because it can actually support a bunch of lines. Like to me, it's like that's something I wish they included more with their figures, but the McFarlane stands have been quietly some of the best parts, like some of the best accessories they throw in because you don't have to worry about them falling over the stand because it's not too tall. So it's not making your figure artificially higher when you use them, which I really appreciate. And it keeps it locked in. Having said that, let's see if Mr. Terrific and any other figures like Hawk Girl I have on the stands tip over in the rest of the show. Stay tuned. Lawson. The WWE Ultimate Edition Raw with Rhea Bloody Ripley arrived on Monday. That box is so big. I'm going to use a box to snowboard this way. What do you think about the ring and Rhea Ripley? What's up, Patrick? How are you? David. Black Series is such a pain to get stands for. None of the pegs are the same. Yeah, I don't. It's annoying on that end for sure. 5 to 10 markup at the most. Great prices. Filled a lot of holes. What'd you pick up lately? Fleecy. My Black Series collection took a tumble too. Yeah, it's not fun. I'll enjoy F1. I'm hoping to see it tomorrow. Yeah, David, that's the thing, because the lightsaber little peg is so tiny. If you look at it wrong, it starts to wilt. And then, of course, if it falls wrong, it snaps. And it's like, darn it. Yeah. It was no Jedi involved in this one. It was the Dark Troopers and Morgan Elsbeth and some of those Night Troopers, because I got 2 of them. Boston, you got to grab those too. Sagat and Bison are very cool. David Thanos, Jada team. Okay, guys, the P1 player figure, the P1 figures are done. Now let's keep it rolling with the P2s. And the P2s look really awesome and great too. So it's just like, David, I can barely afford Legends and Black Series. Just wait till they get on sale if you can. Weak knees and ankles sounds like my dynasty fantasy football team. Go on top, man. Boston King Fighter style at some point. They do. What's up, Retro Robo? Got held up tonight. Hopefully you were able to karate chop, bam, and to take him out. Glad to see you're here with us. Haven't started reading it yet. I do have the DC Infinite app and just found the 12 issues there. I'll probably start tonight. Anthony, hopefully by next week, I feel like it's one of those where it's like, I've got to keep reading. You'll be done with it so you can let me know what you think about it next week because I'm very curious. I'm always excited hearing from people who are reading like classic storylines for the first time. I think you're going to really love it. So let me know if I was correct. King Elector feels like Jade is going to knock out the whole Street Fighter line in about a year and a half. Unheard of. Yeah, that see the crazy thing is Jada is proving that you don't have to string customers and collectors out. You don't have to do this dragon. Well, maybe we'll do this. Here's an unpopular character that you don't care about before we get to another one that you really are interested in 2 years from now. Just do all of the main characters. Then you can do the player 2 variants and you can also go to another game. They've got plenty. So I love the fact that they're doing this. And maybe I'll make the full jump to Storm Arena, but I'm going to have a completed Jada Toy Street Fighter 2 line long before then, so they win. And there's no way I'm dumping a figure line that gave me my first DJ figure. So absolutely, they're great. David Thanos, Amazon has some good figure stands. Look up Figures Lab. Okay, interesting. Retro Robo, I wrote Hasbro Pulse a stern letter today after that infinite press and hold button fiasco. So it wasn't just you, because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to let it sell out everywhere else. I'm just going to get it there and not worry about you. So I don't know what that was today. G-Bro definitely pre-ordered that Juggernaut. Yes. Dark Knight. The Crisis on Infinite Earth's animated 3 movies is so disappointingly trash compared to the comic run. It's 3 films. Right. It's like you had the time to actually tell that story. Do it justice. And they still did not. You can recommend Mellow Mushroom. I like a good pizza. Maurice. Yeah, leather flight stands. Shame they seem to start discontinuing them. Which one? Are you talking about Figures Lab or McFarlane's? Brian B. Bigger trash movie, the 3-part animated Crisis. Crisis for sure. Injustice was a bad idea because Injustice is basically something they could have just turned into an animated series. They try to do way too much with Injustice in a short amount of time, but I feel like Crisis is way worse because they had the time to do that story justice. Like the Hush adaptation, they did some bad twists to it, and I did not like some of the directions they took with it. But I mean, that should have been better. But Crisis is just bad because it's like, why? You had all this time and you still botched it. Lawson, I'm using McFarlane Flight Stand for my ROM figure for those photos I sent today. Oh, I can tell. I mean, because it's great. And it holds all your figures up. Tom Finn, true story. My dad worked at a hospital in Houston when I was a kid back in 75. The gift shop sold comics. They had at least half a dozen of giant size X-Men #1 for months. Nobody wanted them. If only they knew. Tom Finn. I picked up giant size X-Men 1 and X-Men 94 for around $2 each at a local comic store in 76 or 77 before the series really took off in 79. Yeah, it was a great run. Robert, what up, Jeff? I'm late, but I'm bringing Punch and Pie. Come on up. I love Punch. Crisis is great, G-Brew. Give it another read. It's so much fun. Lawson, Jade will be releasing Skateboarding Chun-Li and Lightning Strike Armor Guile by next year. Can't wait for the Maximum Profit Blanca him figure. But you know, this is what I think is just so wild. If you do what everybody wants, you can go variant nuts and crazy. And I bet people will still buy them. We'll see. Oh, McFarlane. I feel like someone just had that flight stand, but yeah, they should have put them with every character that flew or flies. Fleeces, totally agree. Crisis was hot garbage. Hot. Like 108-degree humidity, hot garbage. Rick H. Jade is already making P2, usually exclusives. San Diego Comic Con, Evil Ryu, Powder Blue Ryu, Target Blue Guile, and Red Chun-Li. I've not seen the Target Guile. Chun-Li, Link, Chun-Li, White Gi Ken. Yeah. Oh, I don't understand where. Right. Cobra Island Troopers, $30, not bad. Classified Slaughter, 30. Uncanny X-Men, 275. Biceps, 40. Do you have ollies around you? Monday Night War Warrior at retail. Awesome, Rick. All right, so Mellow Mushroom. Next time I go down there, I gotta make the move. Jamelin, do you like pie? Pink, thank you. Autocorrect is the worst. Maurice came across some flight stands where they use a bendy metal tube instead of a straight. Makes it really easy to get in various poses for photos. Also, too far away. I don't have one on my desk. It's weird. Okay, I think I'm actually caught up to the chat. Robert, I just got 2 epic collection of Avengers collecting stories from 79 to 82. My favorite run of Avengers and what helped to cement Avengers is my favorite team. They've had lots of really good runs. I really like the George Perez, Kurt Busiek run after like whatever that was when they did the Heroes Reborn. It's like, this is not great. And then we got this classic run of Avengers. It's awesome. One of my favorites. I actually like the Jeff Johns run. It's kind of underrated, but it's really cool too. Hank Day, Crisis on Infinite Earths. What characters do you guys want? Boy, all of them. Yeah, I'll just make it real simple. All of them done in Mafex style. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's talk about this really fast before we get into our main topic. What did y'all get this week? So Target's going, all right, it's time for new product. Come get this stuff now before we get rid of it. And so got this guy because, like I promised, I was getting this one because I loved how well that Ultimate Captain America turned out. I was like, I didn't really care about the Ultimates, but that figure was amazing. So I had to grab this guy so I could have somebody to hang out with. $12 today at Target. Great. Let's see. Finally got this guy. He still needs everything. A new cape. He needs to actually look like this character here, which he does not. Hopefully, I can figure out a head sculpt because, geez, this is what I was thinking of when they said we're making Iron Man. And, like from basically here, and let's get a better cape. He's a solid figure. He's $11. I forgot to check on Connor Hawk. I assume since they're in the same wave, he's also $11. Got this guy, Kurt Angle. 16 because I just didn't want to play the waiting game. Carlitos 12, but you have to get him on the website, so later for him. Let's see what else did I get. Oh, this colossal guy is back on the shelf, and I have been checking the prices for him for the longest. Finally dropped down to he's 21, so that was a really good deal. And just because I finally saw him, and it reminds me I need to cancel my Hasbro Pulse order. Got Footloose, so one more member down of my favorite era, the GI Joes. And then, because I was not seeing her anywhere else, went to GameStop with a comic book shop guy there working, and got Meryl finally. Used my June reward points to get her for $21. Score. What y'all get? Crisis character I want. Skeleton Bones Flash too soon. Shh, don't spoil anything. Alpha Proto, what's going on? Hasbro's metallic plastic looks a lot better in the darker colors. The darker colors makes the swirls harder to see in the plastic. Metallic, which, were you talking about with the Ultimate Iron Man? Maurice, getting Page Punchers, Supergirl, Kingdom Come Superman, Hawkgirl, and Robot number 4 sometime this week. Have some other stuff coming next week, hopefully. Also paid off my first shout out Conan pre-order. Nice. How much was Conan? Jamelin, my Hour Man is sitting right here in mid custom. I've been trying to find a longer neck peg. The Atom head works, but it sits a little low. Oh, interesting. So what are you doing with the head? Are you doing like a hood deal? Are you sculpting that too? Because I really liked Our Man's whole deal. Just for 1 hour, he's like invincible. That's a cool idea. And I like the fact that it's a nice strong yellow and the black is good, but he needs the posable cape. Wondering if the Earth 2 Robin, his cape would work for him. Maybe. We'll see. Lawson, I got all kinds of Jada Street Fighter 2 figures. Another Hawkgirl, Rhea Ripley and Ring. Nice. Retro Robo. Pickups this week. Metalhead, Heavy Duty, Blowtorch, Darklon, Frag Viper, 5 Bats. Nice. X-Force Archangel and Transformers Hook and Long Haul. Very cool. What was your favorite of those pickups? And Lawson, what was your favorite too? Brian P, that Ultimate Iron Man is going to be mine. Been waiting for a price drop. Same. I could not find a Dakin Wolverine figure. I don't know if I've seen him on the shelf in my stores, but I'd love to get him for that half price deal too. And I forgot to check if Miles Morales was also, he's the other one there. But my Wiley kit is finally my big bad toy store pile of loot. My friend hooked me up with a blob and my third Hellfire guard. Nice. What's up, Henry G? What's going on? Hope y'all are doing great. Doing great, man. How about you? Jeeper, I got the Build-A-Figure Kingpin so I can display with a Shadow King head. And oh yeah, use books. Large vintage sci-fi paperbacks. Yeah, I did that with Kingpin as well. And it was like, this is great because I can actually use the Shadow King head and don't have to worry. So yeah, I did that for sure. I'm glad they were able to make that work because I would have been upset if they didn't do a full-on head form and all, or body form. No, that's thunder. That's great. So be warned, just a little thunder pop through. Hopefully, no issues to the reception. Jamlin, this week I got Xandar and Muda this week. I realized that I didn't order pre-order. Yeah, that I didn't order heavy duty. So he should be here tomorrow. Heavy duty's awesome, man. I know you're gonna love him. Maurice, before shipping was about 64, got the limited edition from Bombusby. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Ski Raider, what's up, man? How are you? Jay Reed 2112. What's going on? Picked up a NECA, Dungeons and Dragons Eric and Tony the Tiger at Target. How much was Eric? What were they charging for him? And they have Tony the Tiger there? That's man. I didn't know to even look for him yet. Lawson. Rhea looks fantastic. Blanca looks so good. He does. Arhelan. Pre-orders for me this week. Hall, Nash, RVD, Foley Vault, Logan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Heyman, Angle, Defining Moments, finish this story, Cody, and Pharaoh. Which one are you looking forward to? Because there's a lot of good stuff there. David Thanos, got Long Haul and Hook sitting in my pile of loot. Nice. Young Fresh to Death. What's up? Hasbro Marvel Legends Children of Thanos 5-pack. What's that one again? Is that just the gosh, the Black Guard? What was this cruise called? I guess the Children of Thanos. And that's with Thanos, right? Michael Solis picked up a McFarlane Warhammer figure. Walmart had it on clearance. What was a Walmart clearance price? Rick Cage, a different type of dragon by Kang Dao, the divine beast from Gun Dang It, Snail Shell Girl, and King Kung Fu Gangsta third party figures. CT Gambit, 2 boxes from Big Bad Toy Store. You got a lot of stuff. What do you like the most? Robert, besides Avengers, I got X-Factor Cyclops, nice, and Gene, Action Force Wraith Praetorians, Joker Rise 66 Batmobile, and Heavy Duty. Heavy Duty is probably my favorite of that run. He's such a cool figure. Hank Day, pickups, Silverhawks, Vac Metal Steel Will, very light color, Bluegrass, plus Toy VRS Molecular and Windhammer. Oh, nice. Molecular. George, what's going on? Did you ever I did. I mean, he's a big juggernaut, of course. I definitely got him. He looks cool too. I mean, it's just like, wow, this guy looks massive. And you know, I was like, hey, maybe I don't need to get this figure because you won't have the space for him on the shelf, but I'm worrying about that later. The guy looks really cool. And I think they did a nice job of making him look mammoth and gargantuan and just full on juggernaut. I mean, this dude looks huge. I mean, he's doing a frog splash with butterfly shoulders. Absolutely. I mean, there's just no way. And I thought they did a really good job with him. And I assume he's going to be like the other one where he can actually hit a running stance. I mean, look at him next to Cap. Well, that's a pre-order. It's going to be a lot if all these figures hit at once. But yeah, man, he looks massive. Definitely had to pre-order him. And yeah, hopefully it won't be any problems getting him. Did you? Eric. Now, Footloose, a couple X-Men 97 Rogues. I saw a bunch of X-Men 97 Wolverines at the store today. Frag Viper and randomly came across McFarlane Icon Platinum. Nice. What's your favorite of the pickups you got? Kinglet, I can't believe you already found Footloose in store. At Target of all places. My Target is garbage. I'm surprised he's still at Calabac. I feel like I've had him for at least 2 years. Yeah, he was gone for a long time. And then they got one, and I'm assuming this is the same one, like they haven't been restocking them. And I was just like, yeah, not for 40, but for 21, sold. Sold, Jerry. Jamlin, plan to paint the Atom head back black. Wow. Reading. Trim the peak off the hood and cut the cape off to be replaced with a wire cloth cape that I have. Trying not to worry about the red and black stripes. Oh, yeah. I will ignore it and say it looks awesome. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Lawson, I pre-ordered Grimlock, Wheelie, Megatron Studio Series, Mixmaster, Scavenger, and Juggernaut this week, but I just ordered the Mezco Fantastic Four. Chief shaking his head. Let's talk about that the Transformers today. I mean, the ones that we got from this week, because check the non-essential cookies. Let's go to Megatron. Megatron. This guy looks really cool, and they did such a good job. And I'm so appreciative of the Transformers team. What I dig about those guys is even though I'm not interested in some of these different iterations of Transformers, they make it sound cool. And I can just listen to them really entertained, listening to them talk about stuff. And I really appreciated them going, hey, we can't make a transforming Megatron that turns into a gun for legal reasons. So hopefully it won't. But hopefully this will stop people from going, oh, it should be a gun. They did include the gun mode. So if you want it, it is there. It's an option. I don't understand why we have all this blank space, but whatever. I don't care. He's got this so he can be held by Starscream and everybody. There it goes. In this case, Soundwave. So we've got him. I'm really looking forward to this. This is one of my figures. I'm like, all right, he's coming soon to the collection. And my Studio Series lineup is going to be a lot of fun, adding him to the mix. And then we also had more Transformers coming through. We had Long Haul and Hook. So we got more of the Constructicons coming. Very exciting. And they showed Devastator. He looks pretty cool. Can't wait to get him. And we got the aerial bots. I guess they're complete now with Skydive. And who was the last one? Fireflight. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think I still have my Fireflight old school figure, but it's going to be really cool to get him. And they did mention we're basically going to get Defensor. They didn't want to spoil it straight up, but yeah, we're going to see him. So that's exciting. Tom Finn got McFarlane Hawkgirl from Toy Snowman last Friday. One of the line's best. That's it though. Cut way back, as you know. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I like how Hawkgirl turned out as well. Blake, Big Bad Toy Store Power Loop, First Wave of Super Friends 6-inch, Marvel Legends Warbird, Epic Hacks, Red Sonja, really love her. Great posability and accessories, nice. McFarlane First Appearance Superman, Comic Colors, Cobra Bat, 3.75-inch, nice. The Storm and Thunder and Lightning is crashing down. So we'll see. You can feel it coming down again, crashing down again. David Daniel, save my wallet for that WWE SummerSlam shipper. My Walmart app showed 4 Hawk Girls, bought them all, going tomorrow for curbside pickup. Nice. You ever have any problems with the curbside pickup for that stuff? And yeah, I definitely want to check out to see if I can find that SummerSlam shipper as well. David Daniels also pre-ordered Megatron, Mixmaster, and Scavenger. Nice. John Morrissey. Hey, Jeff and Fowler. Sorry I'm late. So good, player. Had a little outpatient slice, snip, tuck, and stable today. Hopefully all is well. But now I'm here and ready to talk toys. Michael Solis, 50% off, $15 out the door. For which ones? Lego Star Wars Kid. Woo! Found Platinum Hawk Girl today. Congratulations. Good score. Alpha Proto. I like the Juggernaut in the 2-pack. The new one is huge. Makes me feel like a kid again holding those big figures. Right, because that's like one of those things where it's like, oh man, they're so, I mean, you got your hands are almost bigger than some of the figures, especially 3.75-inch ones. But now, I mean, with that Juggernaut, it's like, yes, I can't hold it in one hand. It's going to be awesome. Retro Robo. I need to do a better job of keeping track on what's coming out. I ended up repurchasing the Studio Series Dinobots last week. And this week, they had Grimlock up for order again at regular price. Arrgh! Or Hewlin, hype for the most for Lone Wolf Scott Hall in the black and white, former ringside exclusive. So the aftermarket was crazy. Patience pays off, collectors. Say it for those in the back. Brian P. I'm probably the only person who did not pre-order Juggernaut. That money went to Shuma Gorath. Yeah, I feel like you're probably not the only one, but yeah, you got to prioritize what you get. Jay Reed, 21/12/30 was the 40th anniversary one. Which one? Blake, pre-order the new Juggernaut. Does this prove a problem as far as scalability to past figures like Hulk, Rhino, etc.? Do we need those figures to be bigger plus a new Abomination? I've gotta assume we're gonna see a Hulk in this game reverse style. I mean, they've got to. So he'll be covered. I don't know if Rhino needs to be the same size as Juggernaut. I mean, he could, but Hulk's probably the only one we need in that size. And yeah, Jugger and Domination for sure. Nathan, bro, it's been a minute. Where you been? Glad to see you back on. Ski Raider, Juggernaut is fire. 100%. Absolutely. Fleecy. I got Bad Boost Jean Grey. That sounds like a band's name. X-Men 97 Wolverine, but my main grab was Maxi Spidey. Complaining a box for one of my liquidation stores for $30. That's solid. I feel like for $30, a lot of people would be excited about that figure. Retro Robo, can't wait for that Megatron. Same. Lawson, package design for Megatron is one of the worst modern packages I've seen in a long time. Not sure why we are privy to half a figure view and half a cardboard backing view via the window. Yeah, it's odd. All right, Henry Cheese, at it again. This week's drops, latest classified wave. I mean, how exciting was it to actually get classified series figures again? I feel like it's been a long time. WWE Ultimate Edition Greatest Hits, Razor Ramon, and Roman Reigns, Transformers, Age of the Prime, Wrecking Doom, Spencer, and Thompson. Where do you find them? Legacy, Wreck and Rule, Leadfoot, and Master Dominus. Cool. What's your favorite of what you picked up? Oh man, yeah, I couldn't get with the Beast Warriors in that animation. It just threw me off. I was like, ugh. Yeah. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, John. King Elector. I got a few good figures this week, but my favorite pickup this week was Duke Togo, the legendary Gogo 13 himself. 17 on eBay. Not bad at all. Henry G. Movie Superman and Crypto, Metamorpho, X-Men 97 Rogue. It's funny because I haven't seen Rogue, but we did have 800 Wolverine in there. Lost in Boss Fight Studios Red Sonja also has a screaming head, which might be perfect to use on the Siren figure. Hopefully. I feel like somebody actually did. Oh, yeah, cheaper. It works if you dremel it out a bit. That's how my Siren is displayed. Nice. I hope Ironhide and Prowl are re-releasing. I think I still need to get a regular Prowl. Snake Eyes. I got Shadow the Hedgehog and Super Shadow the Hedgehog, and I got Death Stranding 2 on PS5. Nice. How's the game? Blake, Jeff, tell us how you got the Marvel Legend Iron Man for $11. I'm sure it's no, he's clearanced out. That's the price. Let me see here. I meant to take pictures of all that stuff. Let me see if I can find this thing here. But no, that's actually the price on the stands for him. I'm trying to see. So let me do this really fast so you can see if it'll cooperate. Now, this is a video, so you'll have to bear with it. But this is Professor X, 1749. Don't worry, it's a real distortion because it's a video. So he's 1749. So patience did not pay off there. And let's see. There you go. So here he is walking down the street. That is 50% off, $12.49 for Iron Man. So your stores should have him for that price too. So wasn't just me, I'm not special. David Thanos, first time doing a Walmart curbside. Word on the Sesame Street. Is there 3 Hawk Girl Platinums and 1 regular on that Superman display? Oh, cool. I still need a Hawk Girl for this show. So hopefully my trip to Walmart. Man, that was some serious thunder. Hopefully y'all are still seeing me. You got Downtown. I'm still waiting to get my Downtown figure. Just, man, I feel like I've been waiting on Downtown for a minute. Blowtorch has top honors this week. Blowtorch is next up in the queue for me to start reviewing. So I'm looking forward to that. John Battle, what's up, my guy? Mr. Lyles, what's up, my pal? And a little chat. How are you, John? Man, exactly, Retro Robo. I'm waiting for him too. Lawson, I also apparently have a movie Superman or Ultraman coming. You do. I just talked to the person. Yeah, you're not the only one. Rick Cage. An old Marvel handbook, circa 1986. Hulk was 7 foot. Comics have a sliding scale. Comic logic, if you will. MCU Hulk is 9 foot, 1,000 pounds. I hate Hasbro Marvel Legend K Marco. Love Select. Now Gamerverse enters. Yeah. Brian P. The Iron Man at the Target near me in Georgia still at $17.49. Brian, have you price checked? Because sometimes they're not updating those stickers. So even though it says it, it might be cheaper. Or next week it'll be cheaper. So what I always recommend, buy the figure now, and as they keep lowering the price, just go back and get a price match. Maurice, dang, you lucked out. Still need to track that Professor X down. I paid full price for him, so I mean it's a balancing thing. Blake, forgot order Sesame Street, Bert, and Marvel Legends Tombstone from Best Buy. Man, Best Buy coming through. Witness? No, what was that about? George, you're able to get Jean Grey for $8. That was a good deal. I think you're gonna like Blowtorch 2 Lost in. I'm waiting on not Jamie Foxx Electro to go below $27.99 online. Please, I thought he was cheaper earlier. Game Quest, evening all. Just an FYI, the Entertainment Earth has dial tone up for pre-order, certainly as of earlier this week. I think they did. I think you're correct. My mom would be so upset with me right now, being on the phone. Oh, look at that! They actually have the price. I just knew he was going to be on here for the. Let me do this really fast so I can give you all the link for him. We'll just do it this way. Just type in. I wonder if this will work or if it make it. Oh, it did work. Cool. Okay. So for everybody who still needs a dial tone like me, but I'm waiting on my pre-order to ship, so I'm not totally in the dark here. That's the link for dial tone at my affiliate Entertainment Earth. Got all that covered now. Also got in the Art of GI Joe Kickstarter set. Nice. That must be a pretty cool set here, EG. Nathan, dial tone is waiting for me on my doorstep. That's cool. Why is everybody getting them? Jalen, by the way, who the heck won Scrap Iron? You don't reach out with your info by Sunday. I think the figure will go back up for giveaway. Yes, I need to check that too. Let me check my email because I think I might have that. Let me check again. Where are you guys getting this dial tone? Exactly. All right. Since the storm is still coming and I'm still have reception for now, let's move this thing along here. But first, before we go on to the main topic, I just absolutely had to show this. This figure is too cool not to get its moment in the spotlight here. Hot Toys revealed this Nightfall Batman Azrael, and this looks incredible. I mean, I don't have a ton of Hot Toys DC figures, but oh man, does this look great? This is from, what is this from? The Arkham game? Yeah, Arkham Origins. But I mean, it's comic book Azrael in this Nightfall outfit, and this looks great. I mean, wow. They did such a great job on this figure. I mean, this really, wow. I mean, they've got the claw gauntlets, everything. I mean, this Joker looks great. It looks like he's got a. No, I'm trying to see if this cape is posable. It looks like it actually is. That's cool. I mean, it is posable. This figure looks really cool. I mean, I've got like the Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman from the Snyderverse. That's it in terms of Hot Toys DC figures. But this one, I'm gonna have to break my normal stance here because this figure looks incredible. And he's got light up eyes too. I mean, this is a whole rabbit hole of a great figure and just a really impressive job all around here. I mean, I'm like, where's the flaw? They've got the leather-like appearance on this section. This actually looks metallic like the Azrael armor. And they got the mesh here. I mean, they really got all the bases covered with this design. Wire cape, like I suspected. Light up functions. Oh, and the gauntlets too. Man, this is really nicely done. Good job, Hot Toys. As always, the pre-order Price for this one is $280. As always, you can do the flexible payment options so you can get him for $50 a month. He's not supposed to come out till next December. So you got a little time if you want to do it that way. You don't start paying until next May or May. But yeah, I mean, this is a really nice looking figure. Really impressed with how it turned out. What do y'all think? Jalen. Oh yeah. I also got the Superpowers Fortress Solitude in this week. Nice. What did you think of that? Your dial tone came from Pulse. Nice. Mine sure is taking a long route over here. Wetsuit is currently beating Lifeline and Poker in the Hasbro storeroom. I think Rachel Summers is giving him illegal signals. She didn't even need to give him singles. She can just go. Maybe Tyler won it. King Ledger. It's funny that you already got Footloose and Blowtorch that I'm still waiting on, but I got dial tone a few months. That is funny because, yeah, it's like Targets have gotten this wave in, and Pulse is like, yeah, they're on their way. I'm like, okay, thanks. Let's get ready. That Nightfall Hot Toys looks mega. It does, man. It's so amazing. Lawson, I love everything about Hot Toys, just not the prices. But I think this one is like really serious there. Eric, the shoulder armor is a bit narrow, could be a little wider. Could. John Battle, I've been on the hunt this week. I picked up Jean Grey, nice. Footloose, Blowtorch, and Skybite. Today at Ross, I scored the GI Joe Sniper and Parachute Jumper for $7.50 each because missing price tags. That was a good haul. All right, well, I still got power, or at least internet connection. What are your favorite figures so far in 2025? I was like trying to decide what were some of mine. Sagat, for sure. The Jada Toys figure. He's massive. He's big. He poses so well. Just a really fun figure to have in hand. And he's an awesome figure. That guy right here, Superman. That is such a well done figure. Classic in basically every sense that matters. He's so fun to pose. Soft goods, posable wired cape. Great. I mean, it's just an awesome figure. X Factor Cyclops, because of course, I was going to say X Factor Cyclops. And also, of course, the Marvel Legends Banshee in the green and yellow, finally to complete the giant size team. He's a repaint of the blue and yellow one. That's all I needed. And he's such a fun figure to have in hand. So those are mine. Of course, the Sesame Street figures, it's hard to choose just one. They're awesome. Let me go back through and check through what everybody else already said. Oh, did any figure surprise you guys? What's been better than you expected? Yes, that's Jamelin. Lawson, best figure, Silver Age Superman and Rom Space Knight. Rom is an awesome looking figure too. I just haven't reviewed him yet. Rom, says Blake. And Blanca. Lawson. Also love Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Flasher Superman, but Silver Age Superman and Rom are at the top. Oh, that's good, man. You don't have to just stay with two. It's good. David Danos, 2025 started off hot with Great Muda. Yes, and all the different chases. And don't worry, Boston Muda is coming to you still. Anthony, best figures so far in 2025? I would have to say right now, my favorites are Batman 1 million, Cyborg Superman, X Factor Cyclops, and Jean. I think I might cave and get Angel to add to the team. Well, don't get Angel to add to the team. They really need a legitimate red costume and the white X. So if that's what you want, wait. Because I can't imagine we won't get him. He's too easy a repaint for them not to do. Now, if you want Angel for like the Defenders and so many other teams where he's rocking that outfit, including the first issue of X Factor, you can, but that's not the team look, which I know they have got to do. It'd be stupid not to. David Thanos, oh man, I forgot about X Factor Cyclops. He is awesome. What are you referring to there, Jamelin, with the laminated board? Snake Eyes, Figma, Link, Tears of the Kingdom. Cool. John Battle, and Amazon delivered my Silver Bolt combiner after waiting since my pre-order back in February. This is a couple minutes ago. I'm glad you got it. That's how I feel about Blowtorch. Everyone has but me. I think Amazon has them in stock. So, and if they just keep messing around, you could just Cancel that Hasbro Pulse one. Game Quest. Anybody catch that 118 scale spike? Yes, just that scale. Right. Why is he 1/8? That didn't make any sense. David Thanos. Ooh, I forgot to throw in Dracula Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters crossover. That is a solid figure. Maurice. Hello. What's your favorite Seeker? Starscream. Starscream. Lawson. Banshee for me was like getting a classic Angel. Both were long overdue. Absolutely. I mean, no way he was going to be on my list. Rick Hayes. Look, my shoes ain't got the grooves of that kind of slippery slope. I got 416 scale figures. That Mondo Tila and this Batman is too tempting. It's a nice figure. John Battle. Ski Rider, what's new? Brian P. Well, summer not out yet, but favorites would include Banshee, Rom, Shumgarth, Dragon Man, Count Von Count, Supreme, Studio Series 86, Optimus Prime, Megatron, and NECA Vincent Price. Yeah, I deliberately was like, just for the ones we got, because I feel like we got some heavy contenders coming in the second half. Maurice, favorites so far: Silver Age Superman, Epic Hacks, Red Sonja, Jessica Fletcher, Frazetta Vampirella. Pretty sure I'll be adding the Frazetta Conan to the list when I get him. Yeah. Ski Raider. 3 of my faves so far: Harbinger Warrior with Ball and Chain, Jada Tony the Tiger, Rom Space Knight. Rom, surprised how dope it is. Tony too. The Warrior did too, but it already looked amazing. Tom Finn. My best so far: Oaktown Fairy Elf Guard from Lazy Monster Studios, McFarlane Silver Age Superman, McFarlane Hawkgirl, standard version, Marvel Legends Husk. Shout out to Berserker fans. Tom Finn and Jada Tony the Tiger. Fortress. Oh, I see. Wow, okay. Interesting. Lawson, I've been preparing myself via yoga and meditation to counteract mood as mysterious green mist from the Orient, as David Crockett used to say. Yes, David Crockett, absolute all of pain, ringing out, or commentator. Jalen, the Fortress Solitude is mostly laminated board. Yeah, thank you. But it's still cool, or no? Maurice, forgot about that Figma link. Yeah, definitely adding that to my list of favorites. I really need to take some pictures. Jibber Fave, 25 figures. NECA, Peter Cushing Van Helsing, Super 7 2003, Leo, NECA Mirage, April, X Factor Cyclops, NECA Mirage Shredder 2-pack, Green Yellow Banshee, Marrow, Husk, NECA Mirage Leatherhead. Nice. Tom Finn, I miss David Crockett and Bob Cottle. He was a complete lovable doofus, because he was like, he looked so lost and sounded so lost sometimes. Tony was like, what are you talking about, dude? Get it together. David Thanos, the new Ultimate Stone Cold. This is a definite stone. Really? You think it's a definitive one? Because I feel like the last one was a little bit better. It had the classic stuff. I think the head sculpts on this new one are better. Oh, that's right. I do get that one too. But I think the first one had a little bit more options in terms of accessories. You had the vest, you had the world title. And this one has some pretty cool stuff. I like the option to have the shirt on, the jorts. But yeah, I think that previous one might be a little bit better. Roberts, Rom 25 times. Best Marvel legend ever. Wow. High praise. Lawson, I really like the Vincent Price NECA figure, the Christopher Lee Dracula and Peter Cushing Van Helsing figures. They're really good. Nice. Eric T. Marvel Legends, X-Force Archangel, DC Multiverse, Cyborg Superman, GI Joe, Heavy Duty, Retro Card Mindbender, NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Panda Con, Dog Avenger. Hey, Jeff and Jalen, I want to say thanks. I received my Wildcat the other week. I was just able to get back on without missing y'all. Yes, because this thunder is getting wild out here. And I'm sure the reception will drop soon, so won't be on much longer. But you're welcome. Jalen had all the work to do, my friend. Jibber, okay. Did not remember the Frazetta Vampirella came out this year. Great film, figure. Our healing, faves, Ultimate Stone Cold, Ultimate Buddha. Absolutely. Yeah, that autograph is just awful. Ski Raider, Robert's Infinite Realms. Facts on Rom. That and Chris Star, my favorite legends. Chris Star, they put a lot of work into it too. John Morrissey, thank you for the 616 super chat. My bias votes go to Shruma, Groth, Genocide, Build-A-Figure, Husk, and Green Banshee, and so many more from lines that I don't collect. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Jeeber, did the Jada Cyberpunk Lucy come out this year? She's also fantastic. So posable and fun to play with. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Henry G, I'm in love with Max Spidey, DC Multiverse, Cyborg Superman, Silver Age Superman, Rom, Storm, King of Fighters, Joe. That's right. I gotta get Joe. Thank you for reminding me. King Collector. I think that Masterverse Evelyn was one of the best so far. Black Series Prince Zizor was also another big surprise on how good that thing was. Yeah. Last one was back from the dock, but ready to rock. Jalen, I liked a lot of what Maurice Phillips and Ski Raider already said, but Doc Nocturne and Tangerine are both great to me, as well as Woodford. What are those from? Or Woodford? What's Woodford from? Lawson. Vampy from Frazetta Girls is a nice figure. Shout out to G Brew, who got his damaged one replaced. Hank Day, best WWE fig 2025 Monday Night Wars American Bad Tailed Undertaker. Is it out yet? King Collector Morrissey for the win. John Morrissey. This community is the highlight of my week. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming through all the time, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Maurice, those are good too, Jalen, but I miss them, so I can't really count them among my faves. David Thanos. Yeah, the Stone Cold you mentioned is better accessories, but the torso, shoulder, and arm area. Yeah, I noticed that it's a little bit better on that end. What about the legs? Just wait until you get it and put. Yeah, I have them both. I just haven't opened it. Yeah, so that torso section did look like it was fixed because it didn't have that wide gap that the other one did. Henry G. Also got a shout out Transformers Adamus Machina, MT01 Rodimus. Cool. I feel like I'm missing out on this. So what is that? The Adamus Machina. That from a TV show or something that I could watch? What about those Goosebumps sets? Nathan, those do look pretty cool. Woodford is Mezco's Doc Knox Butler. He's a lot like Alfred, except he's a giant frog. Oh, that sounds like an amazing figure. Now I've got to go track this down and see what he looks like. Rick Cage, my best so far is import figure, 9-inch figure, red samurai mecha called Takeda Shingen Tiger. His katana and Wakishi sword are removable from the decorative scabbards. Beautiful piece. I love listening to what y'all are putting out here because it kind of makes me want to go check out some of these different lines and different figures y'all are mentioning. Cool. Cheaper. I always look forward to Thursday nights for these chats that are the highlight of my working week. I appreciate it. I'm glad because, listen, hanging out with y'all on Thursday is one of my highlights too. So it's all mutual. Doc Avenger. Woodford is Doc Nocturnal's Butler Frog. Is cool. I just got Doc Nocturnal. That sounds pretty fun. All right, let's see here. All right. I think I've got everybody's response now in the chat. Oh, Game Quest. 25 so far. Retro Cobra Viper, Mezco Doc Nocturnal, Big R's One Piece Shanks, NECA Cartoon Shredder, Marvel Legends ROM, Transformers Retro Gears. Gears is pretty fun. David Thanos. Oh man, Super Press. This storm did finally hit. Okay, so yeah, the storm did arrive like I figured it would. So let's do this really fast here. Rasher Robo, Max Spider, Rom, Clark Kent, Protector, Metropolis. Good choices. You never lose me. I just had to work harder to stay on. Glitch in the Matrix. Man down. I froze him. Big Day says, Jeffrey, The storm did arrive. Retro Robo, the thunderstorm is crazy out here right now. So yeah, that might be a wrap. Lex Luthor always messes up the signal. I can do it. And he's out. But I'm back. Not deterred. Lightning strike. I blame not Jamie Foxx's Electro. Thor did hit. Guess he's in Oz by now. Pleasey, just left my area. I'm an hour away from Jeff. He is back. Dark Knight 297. DC Multiverse, Silver Age, Superman, Marvel Legends, ROM, Maximum, Spider-Man, X-Factor, Cyclops. Can't go wrong with any of those choices. Yeah, man, this hotspot is paying off for these storms. Rick H, Sir Jeff, Mythic Legion, Sir Elijah is a new favorite, and I really love the entire line of toys. Yet this Black Knight is the latest in their arsenal of awesomeness. Awesome. TJ Jedi, not me logging in just now for the first time. Oh, you find Jeffrey on a frozen screen. Almost back. Lost in lightning strike armor. Jeffrey has returned. Fully protected, but it seems like my reception is still shaky. So, David Thanos. Also love my Legion of Doom big rubber guys. I saw them in person. They look pretty fun. Lawson, I actually like the X Factor Jean Grey. Can't put her at the top without the right. That's what's holding her back. I did Israel 4 TK. I did. Did you? Wouldn't wearing armor for a lightning strike make it worse? Yes. Unless you have the channel and use your powers for good. All right. Speaking of things for good, Sunday, going to be doing a live stream watch along of Superman 4 Quest for Peace. Please be with us. It'll be fun. We're going to do it probably about 7:05, maybe 6:05. I'll post in the dashboard either way. Just need to talk to the guys about that one. And yeah, so storm is coming down hard. Hopefully I will have more of the X Factor part 2 done. So maybe by Sunday I'll have it up and ready. We'll see. And next week, Wednesday, another edition of Lyle's Movie Files. Join us. It's a lot of fun. And of course, I will be talking about this deal here. Oops. Forgot I need to pull my window up. So let's see if I can do that now. Not this guy. Not him. Something even more exciting for me. Where is it? There it is. The GI Joe live stream where we're finally going to get the reveal of what I assume to be the Snowcat. This one's going to be really cool. So looking forward to it. I will definitely be talking about that next Monday. So we will be doing the thing. Superman 4, who's playing Statler Waldorf. All of us, stay tuned. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. Absolutely going to be doing that. Lost in Sunday Superman Quest for Peace might turn into a trinket. Oh, right. This is not Bruce's Million. Superman 3. David Thanos going to try to make the stream. Man, it'll be fun. Come through. John, I agree, Lawson. I love both head sculpts for Jean. That's why I grabbed two, but man, I love some boots on her. Right. Lawson, I don't want to because I think the power could go shaky at any time. But tell you what, let's do a giveaway on Sunday with our Superman 4 Quest for Peace. For enduring the movie with us, you come through, we'll do a giveaway. That work? So stay tuned. We'll see you on Sunday. Henry G, I believe it's based on the IDW comic, but don't quote me. It's basically the Transformers Curie Flame Toys version, but made by Takara in their MPG line that can transform. Thank you. Free umbrellas. Honorable mention the Combat Creatures Kickstarter. They're not perfect, they're pretty cool indie figures. I got to check these out too. John Battles, the tank, not Snowcat. I will be still upset. Doc Vendor, you sure this is gonna show? It's been Yojo whack this year. Yeah, it's been an interesting Yojo June, but I'm looking forward to it. That's a while. Let's do it. My giveaway is going to be a thing statue from McFarlane. Man, I hope Chief enters that one. Maybe we should save that one for the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer giveaway. I mean, watch along. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, as the storm rages outside, hopefully y'all are staying dry inside and beating the heat however you need to. Thank you all for tuning in. We will do this thing. Oh, wait. John Morris had a question. Jeff, will the movie be on this channel? Allows movie files. I'll make sure to post a link over here though. Oops. I remember a big Marvel Select Juggernaut was about 29. The company really knew how to keep the pricing out. Yeah. The giveaway is gonna be the Superman Ultraman Lost. What's up, Israel? I do Marvel Legends because they're gonna keep putting out stuff. What's up, Van Doom? There we go. Eden Figure File Screen. My main man, 100 grand. Jeffrey, what it is? Just checking real quick in between practice tests. Hopefully everything goes well in the test. Stay cool, my friend. Shazam! Needs to DB Cooper out of here while he's power to bail out. You're right, I should. So, that said, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all, the brave few, on Sunday for the Superman 4 Quest for Peace watch along. Monday for the HasLab GI Joe reaction. On Wednesday on Movie Files. And on Thursday, another live edition here at Lyle's Figure Files. But that's it for me. So, thank you all for tuning in. Hope to see y'all soon. This episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.